Welcome back to another episode of 7 Days to Die. This is our hardcore world. This is episode 2. We're playing It's One Life, and then you are done. This is on insane difficulty, which is the hardest difficulty in the game. If you're watching the last episode, episode 1, I'll go ahead and link that in the top right of your screen. But in episode 1, we finished the day after clearing out this building. And like I said, I just kind of sat here for the rest of the night, especially in this difficulty. It's just not worth going out at night to risk it, at least with what gear we have and the skills we have. So, yeah, if you haven't watched the other one, go watch that one first. A lot of good stuff in there, but we did start that one with two other guys, two of my friends, and they both died on day 1, which was very unexpected. And so now it is just myself left, and we're going to see how long we can carry this thing out. And so with them having died, I made a decision. I'm going to do some different stats. So I statted into fortitude, which things like well insulated means I won't be affected by the weather as much. Pain tolerance, I have less chance to get stunned and have reduced HP loss. Healing factor, I heal every 60 seconds, and that kind of gets better as you upgrade it. And then iron gut, which has to do with food. When I eat food, I have less chance to get sick. So things that would just kind of, can be a little bit out of your control. You could eat something and get food poisoning, and just you can die from that in this game. So I went into that a little bit, but I'm going to start going into agility. There are some stealth perks that allow you to hide a lot better and get more damage while sneaking around and things like that. So now that I'm by myself, that will be a lot better for me to do. So looks like we got this guy here. And it's like already we are just having lots of zombies come out. I actually heard a coyote over here. Just want to be careful. Some of the animals in this game can be very unforgiving. If we see a wolf or something, or a bear, we're going to run away as fast. Those are the kind of things, at least in this difficulty right now, that will definitely kill you in one hit. So, yeah, I think we're going to do some more exploring and looting and just see what we can get going for day 2. Again, the goal is just not to die. So I'm going to head over here into the town. I know that I don't like this biome very much, this kind of deserty area. There's just a lot of bad enemies, in my opinion, that can spawn. Like the birds can spawn. I think snakes can spawn. There's just like more of a chance of a lot of that stuff happening. So it looks like we've got a Crack-A-Book store right here. I don't think either Nick or Dylan got in here yesterday, so I think we're going to do this building. This is going to have a lot of books that we can read that will they kind of changed how the book system works, but you basically can get all of 7 different books for these different categories, which just help you with a number of different things, kind of as if you were putting skill points into them. So there will definitely be people in here. We're going to make sure that we don't have anybody behind us. Again, this is on the hardest difficulty, and so it's a lot of the early game is being cautious, making sure you don't make any mistakes. I don't really want that or that right now. I'll just leave those there, because you very quickly you could be dead if you aren't paying attention. So like I said, we're going to try to start sneaking around more now that it's just us on the server. And so if you're crouched and get a hit, you get a sneak damage bonus. And so we're going to stat into a perk that gives us more sneak damage bonus and helps us hide better. Usually once you hit them, you're not going to hide from them, but you can do enough sneak damage to kill some zombies in one hit. And so we're going to try and be able to take them out like that, and then while we're killing one, ideally not alerting the rest of the zombies. So killed that guy. We got a loot drop. That's really good. These, I don't remember what the percentage chance of them dropping is, but it's pretty low. Previously in the game, you used to be able to search every body you drop, but they removed that just because it was really, it just, you know, was really demanding for the game to have all that stuff like loaded in every single body that died. So we got a little bit of food there. We got some baseball bat parts. Probably won't need those for a while. But we were a little hungry, so I'm just going to go ahead and eat those now. Got some dukes. We will journey to a settlement up in the top right. That's like the last quest. So right here is a trader. We may actually head that way soon. If there's a trader around this forest area, that might be a pretty safe place to start setting up some kind of a base. Okay, foregrip mod schematic. So again, we're probably going to find some different schematics and things. I'm not going to maybe mess with the bears challenge. So some of this stuff may not be super useful right away. Some of it might be plaster cast. It's going to allow us to craft things that we would not be able to without statting into intelligence most of the time. Pistol Pete Volume 4. And so sometimes there's stuff behind the pictures and stuff. So yeah, again, it's just going to speed up and make it a little bit easier, so we can stat into here Sniper Volume 4. We can stat into something like agility to sneak around. Oh my gosh, almost just shot my gun in here without having to use our skill points in those areas. So again, I'm just trying to stay quiet here. Wasteland treasures. How to weave plant fibers into cloth. Okay, that's pretty good. I can use the plant fibers, which are all over the ground, to make cloth, which cloth isn't really hard to get, but you use cloth to make the bandages, which stops bleeding, which can be very, very helpful. They don't actually heal your health. It just stops bleeding. You need like more medical, like first aid stuff. Let's see what this one is. Kill some zombie nurses. Yeah, I'm not gonna. I'll hold on to that for now. But those like spawn different. Get a electricity schematics. Those spawn different zombies depending on what the challenge is. All right, we got another guy right here. Again, we're gonna try and get a headshot here. Then maybe one more before he gets going. Okay, so we could have definitely gotten hit there. We're low on stamina, so it's getting hard to jump. Oh, that was not good. Alright. He looks like he's wanting to hit the door. I'm just going to peek in here real quick. Want him to come out here. Yeah, the close quarters combat can be very difficult if you're not careful. Because the problem is too with them running and hitting, they do so much damage on this difficulty, but you can also get stunned, which then slows you down and impairs your vision, and especially if there's more than one zombie, you can very quickly be in a predicament. So I'm gonna put that there, see what he does. We're still good, nobody around us. Alright, so that took him out. We don't get XP for it because we did that, but again, we're just playing it a little bit safe here. Okay, so we can now loot all of these bookshelves. We're getting a lot of paper, which does have some uses. We can make shotgun cells. Let's see. Take 50% less damage from collapsing mines. So yeah, if we're mining or, you know, there's something's collapsing, that could be pretty handy. Again, that would be a pretty lame way to die, is like rubble falling on top of you and killing you. We got this nurse here. Oh wow. Come on. It can be difficult to get some headshots and things because it seems like it almost seems like they're programmed to like dodge stuff, which I don't think they are, but sometimes it just seems like they move right in the right direction, just like that. Let's go ahead and see. Do that. I do see a zombie outside, so Don't know if they're if they hear us over here or not. Here's our spear. Okay. We'll continue. Got a wooden bow schematic. Again, nothing insane right now. Learn it. Sneaking, you always land silently unless you are taking damage, and jump height is not reduced. These dangerous cats are more often found in the mountains. Do 10% more damage against mountain lions. So again, none of these things are going to be game changing right now. They will be. Some of them have. There's a few that have really helpful things. Like there's one. Use no stamina while sneak sprinting. That's pretty good. There's one in urban combat that makes it so trip mines don't blow up when you step on them, which is pretty good. And I do have that one. Landmines won't detonate when stepped on. So that again, that would be another really lame way to die, is we're just walking around and we don't see a landmine and we die. And that's how the server ends. So hoping that shouldn't happen. Again, checking behind all those pictures, there can be stuff in there. There should be like a back room with some different shipping crates or shelves or things. So definitely going to be a couple more zombies. Also, while we're sneaking, we're going to start breaking stuff on the ground like that. Those actually give off a little bit of sound, and so if there are zombies really close by, they do hear that. I think we just got we got two in here actually. So I'm going to hit him. Hopefully not wake that other guy. I think there's one right behind that box. I feel like me standing up there may have woke the other one up, but we'll see. You just gotta be really... Oh, see, I missed there. Now we may be in trouble. I don't love using the sledgehammer because it takes so much stamina to swing. Like that. I mean, it's like drained it all. And so now if I need... so he's going to try and break that door because he doesn't want to walk into that. Which I think is kind of... the AI, I feel like, is sometimes a little bit too smart. Like, would a zombie really not walk into the spike and break this, closed door? I don't know. But yeah, these things can be really effective. But if you miss or I need to run away, I'm not going to have a lot of stamina to do so. So we're just going to come in here, hit him once. There we go. Okay. Got him. Let's see. Here's my spear. Get crouched again so I don't wake this guy up. Again, that first hit we do, there's probably someone in that room. I'm not sure. Yeah, that first hit we do, getting ×2 damage, especially on a headshot, is going to make our life a lot easier. So we already got him down. Hit him quite a few times. I'm low on stamina again, so... He's running. You can hit this. Oh, missed. Alright. He broke that door. We'll need to be a little bit careful now because we got an opening for other zombies to come in. Again, like we got this guy out there. I don't think he is interested in us right now. And there's the spear again. See, the spears are great, especially early game, for doing a lot of damage while throwing them. But it's really easy to miss. And if you only have one of them, it's sometimes it's good to carry a second one just so you can have that extra hit. Okay, so let me break all these boxes. Let's see. Steel armor schematic. Let me break all these boxes really quick. There's 4 of them, and then we'll see what's inside. Alright, so we got all 4 of those broke open now. More paper. Again, not super useful to us right now. A basic sensor schematic. Again, these are a lot of these items, some of the electrical stuff. Let's see, Urban Combat 1. Military stealth boots. Craft military stealth boots, which have no stamina penalty. Okay, that's not too bad. Still, a lot of these things for crafting, it's going to be very... What's that note? Kill some stags. I don't know what that is. We're just going to leave these behind. I don't think it's going to even be worth don't think it'll be worth the risk to do that. Let's see. Let's go ahead and break this door open. Looks like okay. See if we can get him taken out. Got the headshot with the extra damage. Got him knocked down. See if we can get another headshot. Okay, I got hit once. I should have backed out there. I think I was hoping that last hit would have killed him, but... And again, we're just going to keep... Okay, we got him dead. We're just going to keep checking our surroundings and making sure... you kind of see me keep checking behind me. You'd be surprised how often a zombie will wander in, or you'll... You know, I was breaking that door. See, we got one here, if you can hear that. We got one who was outside and heard the ruckus. Nothing really in here at all. Let's see. Adds a small chance to mine rare gems for mining ore. So again, if we find a better tool to mine with, we're not going to mine with our stone pickaxe. That'd take forever. Now, if we find a better tool, we will do some of that, and that's pretty useful. But it's just gonna be a long time before we're making a lot of stuff. Let me break these couches. I'm gonna get some leather, some stuff that maybe we can craft some different clothes or things with, and then we'll head out of this building. All right, so we got all those broken. Again, just getting a little bit 19 leather, which is going to allow us to create a few different things. Which again, right now there's nothing. We're not going to make the knuckle wraps or anything. We got a little bit of cash, which just gets sold, and then some more wood, which is a resource that you will literally never have enough of. I'm not even going to worry about the rest of those. So I checked this. Yep, I got that. Okay, we're going to head out now. Let me check this last painting. A lot of times you can, behind the paintings, find kind of secret safes and things, so we just didn't find it today, but we got to keep an eye on the time. It is 10:39 in the morning, and so we are doing pretty good so far. We've got a fair amount of kills. Our health is pretty good. We could check out this Carl's Cars. I don't see anything really close by that's going to be a better option right now. Again, we're kind of just looting. We're trying to get XP. We're trying to find some weapons or things that are going to really, give us an advantage here on this difficulty. Some more guns, ammo, medical supplies. That's good. I'm not even going to worry about that. It'll be a while before I'm planting crops. Let's see here. We're going to hold on the acid. Acid is used to make tires. That could be something really useful if we find a schematic to, or we could make a mini bike or something to travel around a little bit faster. Again, gas, that's going to be for the vehicles if we find any. There's probably a zombie behind the car or something. Again, they kind of, seems like they place them in areas, so they're kind of around corners. Let's see here. I'm almost certain there's going to be one in here. Maybe not. Maybe not. Okay. Get a little purse here. Don't need that. Usually in toilets we'll find a lot of jars. Jars are another resource that once you have a forge you can craft a lot of, but until then they're kind of annoying, so you're just going to try and get a lot of those just so we can, if we get a campfire and find a cooking pot, we can boil a lot of that water. And check it behind all of those. Unless Dylan or Nick came, maybe they could have run in here and possibly... oh no, there's one. Okay, so there's definitely some zombies in here. I got a coffee maker. I think it's just this one near... Oh, actually, there's one right there as well, so we'll want to be careful and make sure that we're not alerting her. We got kind of lucky with that throw there. That could have definitely been another hit to our health. Oh boy. She started running right away. She's right there. Okay, we're gonna come back in now, get the spear ready. Okay, there we go. It seems like those are the only... Actually, there's some stairs. We'll kind of search through some of this stuff. Pretty soon here, our inventory is going to get pretty full. Oh, that's pretty cool. A cigar, +1 strength, and 10% to the bartering stat. I think a cigar is the only item that can go in that this slot right here. No, you can. It's like a bandana, I guess. So just puts a little cigar in your mouth and gives you some extra strength. It's not too bad. But yeah, our inventory is going to get pretty full soon. That's where we're going to have to start getting picky about what we're holding on to. I should just be like putting a chest down, and you know, again, I don't expect to play on this world for an insane amount of time. We'll see how lucky we get. But I do hear someone behind the wood there. There's probably a main loot stash somewhere. I'm trying to look in this purse. All right, some more water. Go ahead and drink one of those now. Yeah, we're good on that. We are, let's see, we're getting a little bit hungry. The hunger points and all of that, it shows up here in your stats, food and water. And so your food, whatever amount of food you have is your max stamina. So you can tell just by looking at that blue bar. We're not really hungry, but we are missing some. Water, we're totally fine. And they'll pop up over here like a little yellow or red symbol if it gets really bad. But let's keep moving through here. Yeah, this. So let me go in here first. A lot of times, little things like that are really breakable, just like these portraits that I keep breaking. So if you, I'm the spawn. You know, the spawns are pretty random. I guess we'll just wear that scrap helm. Just get a little bit more armor, I guess. There's usually zombies hiding behind stuff like this, so they break in one hit. Doesn't look like in this one there is. This one goes back there. Okay, a backpack. But a lot of times, you know, the idea is they're kind of dungeon style. Get a little bit of food from that. And so as you're walking through, there's kind of these trap set areas that, okay, I barely got that door closed in time. Let me see. We're a little bit closer quarters than I'd like to be right here. Luckily the store is, well, pretty soon. So we're going to put this here just as a little bit of precaution, because if she starts running at us, there's just not a lot of area to run. I don't want to run in here just yet because there's probably more zombies in there. So these are the kind of areas that you die if you're not careful. So we're going to just open that. What we really don't want to do is we don't want to miss with the spear right now. Okay, so she's gone. Just break this really well. If I can hit the... There we go. So yeah, again, a little bit of overkill, just playing it really safe. There's no point in running in here, guns a-blazing. That's definitely a way to play. But for me, if you're doing hardcore and you're on insane difficulty, that is not going to work. So put some boots on. Might be something behind this, maybe not. Yep, there is. Okay, we got a backpack. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff like that. You get used to seeing what's what in the game and knowing, you know, where things can hide. So yeah, we're gonna go in here. We're underneath the. Remember, this is like Carl's Cars, so we're underneath the garage area. We got a little shipping crate there. We got a zombie up there. Crouch around again. We want to be careful, especially in these confined areas. If there were, what do we got here? A stone sledgehammer. We actually have an iron one, so we can scrap that, and some dress. You don't want those. Yeah, if we had a zombie come up behind us or in front of us or both, we would just so quickly be in big trouble because they hit for a lot of extra damage on insane difficulty. So break this open. We could get some vehicle parts. That'd probably be the best thing if we could find enough vehicle parts just to put one together. Okay, we got an iron pickaxe and an iron shovel. That's actually really good. If we want to break more stuff open or do some mining, that could be really helpful. It looks like that's the way up into the garage. Let's see here. And again, we're just trying to stay as hidden as possible. You can kind of see, depending on where we are, our little hidden meter goes up and down. I think it's just that one over there. Let me kind of double check before we start. Okay, there's one up on that shelf too. And there's one behind that workbench. Or is that trash? I think it's a pile of trash. It's hard to tell. Let's go on this side first. See, this is where... let me break this door open really quick. Okay, so we got this door open now. We just kind of want to give ourselves a little bit more room to work with, so if they do start running at us, and that's just like the fastest way to die if you don't have an exit and you start fighting zombies and they get a good hit on you or something happens, you just never know. So see if we can get a good hit on him. See if we can knock him down here. Got it. Another one. Stand up. This might... Oh, we're out of stamina. So again, we're fortunate he didn't start running there because we were out of stamina, so we couldn't sprint. This should finish him off. Yep. So we got that. So I got the one up there. We'll check this toolbox really quick. So a wire tool. We really won't be messing with that. Steel tool parts. We won't be messing with any of that stuff for a while. Okay, so we got a ladder up there. We'll go up there in a second. See if I can get a good hit here. Actually, let me pull out the bow. I'll do a sneak attack with a bow here. Get that. And she's... looks like she's running. Kind of hard to tell. Now she's walking now. Come on. Sometimes the AI... She's struggling a bit to get off of this ledge, which is actually fine by me. We'll help her down. Okay, so we leveled up. We're now level 2. Now I'm going to go ahead and stat into Hidden Strike. So now we're going to do 50% extra damage when we're sneaking. So that's going to help us get closer and just make these fights a lot easier as we're going. Got a destroyed workbench. I've got a workbench schematic. That's actually really good. We can make a workbench without statting into intelligence to get that. I think that's everyone and everything on this level. Again, there usually is a pretty big loot stash in a lot of these kind of dungeon style POIs. And so we're going to look up here. Oftentimes there can be birds on the roof or just other unsavory creatures. So we got a zombie over there. Again, we're just looking for that kind of final stash where there might be another big reinforced chest. We got some medical supplies here. That's really good. Okay, we just got some pain killers. That does 40 health like instantly, and so if we're getting really close to dying. Okay, I at least see one crate over there. There might be more, but let's see if we can take these gals out. Again, we were going to do a little bit extra sneak damage. I'm going to put that right there. If she doesn't start running at that, we're just trying to be as quiet as possible. Okay. We are carrying too much right now. Down here you can see we're one over. We can upgrade that later on, but again, not my biggest concern right now. Try and take this gal out. And especially with that... Oh, okay. So now we're bleeding. I'm going to quickly get a bandage on to stop that. So yeah, that's how quickly things can go downhill here. You miss a throw like that. I didn't even see where my spear went. There could be zombies behind those walls, and be kind of careful. And again, if there's just one of them and you got plenty of space, it's not too bad. Oh man. I don't know if my spear went off the roof or not. I did not see. So I'm just going to make another one right now. They're not hard to make. I'll probably watch this when I'm editing it together, and it's probably somewhere really obvious. But I did not see where that went. Get that. Get another headshot if you can. Alright, so there's that. Like I said, there could be someone behind these doors. Do you think we lucked? Oh, nope, we do get one. Okay. Thought we lucked out again and didn't have anyone. And that was bad. That was bad. Grab that. Okay, I did see a reinforced chest inside that right side there. And so I think that's probably as good as the loot's going to get here. It seems like I don't know exactly how the coding or whatever works in the game. But it seems like more zombies spawn around loot, and so the better the loot is, the oh man, I'm like kind of getting stuck on that ledge there. The better the loot is, the more zombies you'll find, and the more difficult zombies you'll find. We've found a lot of just average Joe zombies right now. Then depending on how far we get, we may see some others, but there are much tougher ones. Okay, well that one I know went off the edge here, so we're really giving this gal too much of a chance. That one didn't see exactly where it went, but that one went off the edge for sure. Okay, so we got the reinforced chest, we got a pile of ammo, some 9mm rounds. Don't have a way to shoot that yet, but that's alright. We got some more 9mm rounds, got some 7.62 for our AK-47. We got a scope, and we got a motor tool, increased tank size. So if we have an auger or a chainsaw, we can carry more gas in it. Let's see if we can just throw that on there, just so it's not taking up inventory space. Now we got a nice little scope on our AK, which again, playing quietly like we are, we're not going to use that a whole lot. But let me break this guy open. Alright, we got some old sham sandwiches. There's a higher chance of food poisoning, but sometimes you have to make do with what you got. So I think that's going to be everything. I mean, we definitely could do more looting and grabbing stuff. That's probably going to be everything in this building. Let's see if we can drop here without breaking a leg. We did. Okay, yeah, so we've got those couple of buildings down. As much as these towns can be dangerous, we're going to try and see if we can just get one more looted. Let me, let's see. I don't know which, I think this building would be safer to stay in. So I'm going to put a chest up in the roof of this building, and that's going to kind of be where we stay tonight. I don't think we really had anything in our other little place we cleared out that is going to be worth going back for. So let me put a chest up here, drop some stuff off. I forgot this toolbox. Okay, we got a wrench. That's pretty good. So with the wrenches, you can break stuff like cars and get different like mechanical parts and iron and headlights and anything that you might expect to come from a car, which then you can use to craft a lot of different items. Oil, an engine, a spring. So break that real quick. Just I'll come back for more of that stuff later. But yeah, we're going to drop some stuff off here. We'll stay the night here, but I think we've got enough daylight left to do one more clear. Let me see. I think we will kind of turn this into a little area. We'll just use this reinforced chest. We kind of used that in the other building too. So again, we're not going to be using a lot of this stuff. Alright, we got some inventory space cleared up. I went ahead and ate one of the sandwiches, and I did not get food poisoning, so that's really nice. But this is probably where we're going to stay for the evening. Once it gets to nighttime, I may put some wood frames on top and make a little door. Just have a little bit of cover. You just never know what's going to happen. Again, just like last night, whenever you're not moving around, there's a really low chance of anything happening. Not impossible. We do have a vending machine here, so we can use our dukes to buy stuff here. I'm probably going to save them, but if we do get to the point of being really hungry, just getting a can or two of food could be really helpful, so we'll see. But I think we're going to do this fat food next, and that should be a pretty quick clear, and then we can Then we can get some more food from there. Actually, I want to do something here. This, one thing I know about these buildings is there's a really big loot stash. And there's a quick way to get to them. And you would only know this if you've done these buildings before, so I'm using my past knowledge to my advantage, but I'm gonna try and see if we can just sneak a little bit of stuff from this. We're not even gonna clear this building because this is a pretty big building. I still want to do the fats food. So we got this hatch right here, as you can see. I'm gonna kind of clear out more of this. So we're gonna go down here, and then down here, and then we're gonna break these. And basically this would be where you would leave the building. If you went in the front, you'd come up there and have to dig out. But we're going in backwards, and so there's this loot stash right here. We do have a really big zombie right there. And so I'm going to actually build a few spike traps and see if we can kind of contain him. We're going to try and be really quiet here. The idea would be that I could actually break some of this stuff without him even waking up. But we'll see. So I can reach this crate. Again, this is pretty risky. If you can see up there, there's a glowing zombie. You can tell he's kind of glowing, it looks like. I think that's what that is. We got one up there. We got one over there. And these are all bigger zombies that have more health. You can kind of tell they're not so scrawny. And again, that's because they're kind of guarding this main loot stash. So this would, again, we want to be really careful here not to wake all these guys up. But again, this is a little something like you can do if you see these. Again, if I had my stealth up a little bit higher, I could sneak really close to this guy. Got a large food pile here. Okay, got some of that. I'm gonna break this hardened chest open. You'd think it'd be louder being right next to him, but as long as we're not found, it says 10,000 health. So give me a minute. I'm gonna break this guy open, and I'll be right back. We used a lot more day. This took a long time actually. We used a lot of daytime, so I'm really hoping there's something worth it in here. Let's see. Here we go. Okay. Oh, I just heard a zombie. So we got some armor. We got a lot of different kinds of armor. I mean, again, nothing like insane. So that may not have been worth the time. We're going to try and sneak around a little bit. Again, we don't want to wake these guys up because there's just a lot of them in here. We're getting close to nighttime too. This just took a long time. And so if it's nighttime and you aggro these guys, they will constantly sprint at you, not just kind of run a little bit. This is probably too risky what I'm doing right now. But there's a large ammo pile right here. I'm gonna grab that. Okay, that's pretty good. And we're gonna get out of here ever so quietly. Again, this is pretty risky, but if you're crouching, that's actually, I think, just like a little console up there. I don't actually think that's a zombie. So I thought there was a glowing zombie up there, or irradiated zombie, which it very well could have been, but I think that's actually just a console. So we probably could have killed the few ones in here, but again, we just got some pretty good loot without doing too much. We did kill a lot of our daytime, so I don't know if we're gonna have time to do this building. Let me, we're a little bit, let's throw some of this stuff on. We're going to be a little bit slower with this armor on, but it is going to give us a lot of protection right now. Yeah, we're staying back in that building right there. Let me see what we can get done over here, or at least get started on this building. And we may have to finish this tomorrow. Unfortunately, we got a level 3 iron shovel. So the better quality, they do more damage and have more durability. So I'm just going to scrap that one. This isn't like the entrance you're supposed to go in, but we're going to break this open. Actually, I'm not going to do that. We don't have time for that. I think there's a ramp of some kind. Actually, I think you can just jump on this. Oh, I did not see her. Okay. I want to be careful here because we are encumbered by quite a bit here, so we're going to be a lot slower. So I'm actually just going to play it safe here. I know it's not always the most fun. I really wanted to get in there. But it's not worth dying. So we can do it tomorrow morning. We can first thing go into the Fats food, see if we can get some more food. We did get some good loot, and so we're gonna head back in here. I don't think she's following me anymore. We also did get some shotgun shells. We got 7. So again, any ammo that we can use, those are going to be really helpful if we do come across some kind of animal like a wolf that maybe would otherwise kill us really quickly. Because again, if you're not going to beat a wolf with a sledgehammer or a bow or something, at least this early game with the stats we have. And so these kind of things are really going to help us to survive a little bit longer in those situations where your health starts dropping, you're bleeding, whatever. So yeah, we're going to wrap this video up in just a second. Again, I think I may build something while I'm up here to kind of enclose myself over here. I'm not sure. I could honestly just crouch in one of these corners and it should be fine. Let's go ahead and put this torch up just so it's not so dark over here. Just put that right there. But yeah, I think we'll go ahead and wrap it up here. Again, if you guys are enjoying this series, leave a like, comment, let me know if you'd like to see me do other challenges in 7 Days to Die. Yeah, make sure you subscribe and turn the bell icon on so you'll be notified when the next episode comes out. But without further ado, I'm going to wrap this one up, and we'll see you guys at day 3 at 0400. Peace.